Is that a section on Pornhub?
Probably. I don't know.
Big
Yeah.
naturals?
I think it.
Psychic Big Naturals.
Oh, psychic.
Psychic, but I don't know.
That would be an interesting porn, so just psychic.
I did see one the other day that was like a travel log couple, and then they fucked.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
The girl was Asian, so maybe.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, you've seen it.
We've seen the same porn. That's interesting.
We watched one on here together.
Well, yes.
week.
That was different.
Is it?
I love this conversation out of context. It's great.
What do you have for me this time? Hacking into the stock market, closing down a bank, fixing an election. It's all easy.
What a bunch of trash.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Trash Movie Kings podcast. I am your host, Adam Edwards. Joining me this week, Joseph Graham. Joey, how are you?
Pretty good. Gosh, I got nothing for you. I feel like I took such a large shit earlier that I felt sick for half this movie.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
I think I was really backed up. This is really great stuff for the podcast.
Did
Was
the
it one of
images
those
help?
where, like, when you
now I feel
finished,
okay.
you felt like your
Yeah.
lower intestine, you like could feel
Was discomfort.
yeah,
You
you're
know,
like,
I would leave a baseball game, you know.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
so that's
but
interesting.
at this point, I feel fine. But I'm drinking various types of beers, and this is not helping. But I'm here, and I feel awake.
okay.
Yeah.
Also joining us this week, JD Karpicki. JD, how the hell are you?
Oh man, I am like energized. I feel like I could fight somebody and just be laughing the whole time. I've never been in a fight.
Never?
But this movie,
Never?
no. I think okay. So there's one time in like 7th grade,
There it is.
You punched a guy?
this kid thought I was making fun of him because he was like shorter than me, and I was like what 4'3" or something. I don't know, but like we were both short. But he thought I was making fun of him, and he like shoves me up against the wall, like serious. And he's like, "I know what you're saying. Stop saying that." I was like, "All right."
What
I
were
didn't
you
know what the
saying?
hell he was talking about. I don't know. He thought I was saying something about him, like that he was. I can't remember. It was like everybody was making fun of him basically. But I was like 2 inches taller than him, so not still short. And then I walk past him at the end of the day at school, and I just say, "Hey, I wasn't saying that about you." And I just nudge him just a little bit, and we both start the energy of a fight, but the sophistication of like slapping, we just couldn't do anything, and just and then that was it. That was the
Wow.
fight that I've ever been in. I never
Wow.
had landed anything. We just sort of there was like
You're a
passive
lover.
aggressive got too much. You know?
Yeah.
You're a lover, not a fighter.
I imagine that
definitely.
scene in Zoolander when Mugatu's assistant brings him the foamy latte and
Yeah.
they like have that energy.
Exactly. It's exactly that.
A little bit of nothing really happens, Carl and Dave. Fight.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Adam, have you ever been in a fight?
I mean with my brother a couple of times, yeah. I think
Joey?
it counts.
Did you ever get in like a real fight?
Not like a real.
What
real
the
fight.
hell?
Yeah.
Not like a big one. No.
Is it not normal to get in fights?
I think it's
Not
fairly
with-
normal, but like I'm a small
like 50-50.
person. Like I would avoid fights at all costs.
I'm not
because
big.
You're bigger than me.
Well, you were in fighting
Wait, what?
classes, so you took Taekwondo. You felt like ready for it. You know,
Mhm.
I
we
wasn't
were just
right.
like,
I just wanted to get at it.
I
Didn't
should
seem
have
logical
been
to
in
me.
fights. I played a lot of video games. I was in marching band. I was in academic decathlon. I should have been beat up every fucking day.
No, I thought you were gonna say kicking ass. I should have been kicking ass and taking names.
Yeah. So Justin Petty is out on assignment this week. But if you couldn't tell, joining us back on the pod after a long hiatus, we've got
Oof.
Apocalypse Howl.
Toot toot.
Toot
Toot
toot.
toot.
I'm sitting here with these cucks who don't know how to fight. I've been in a lot of fights. Like I've had my ass kicked. I've kicked some ass.
Coach us, man. We need a montage.
I've been knocked out cold multiple times.
Now that my knees are shot and my ankles shot and my elbows are shot, my wrists are shot, my neck's starting to go.
Yeah,
I should learn how to fight.
40's a
Sounds
bad
like an Alan
time
Arkin film. And like,
to learn how to fight.
This would be a good time to start BBJ. BJJ? BBJ? Bareback blowjobs?
Big blowjobs.
You're telling on yourself there, Joey.
that's the best B. Sorry, I'm changing my vote.
Yeah, 40's probably a good time to start rolling.
Yeah, okay. All right.
You could be like old Batman.
Yeah. I'm switching to wanting to do one set of stand-up comedy at an open mic to trying BJJ.
No, I dare any of y'all to do a set.
Job.
Well, with the chef guy, what's his name, did it in before he shot himself. So
The chef guy who shot himself?
Okay,
Bourdain?
I think you're talking about Anthony Bourdain.
did he not?
And
Yeah,
he
hung himself.
himself.
Hanged himself. I forget.
And actually, he was
the appropriate word.
suicided with a red scarf.
Whatever.
No, that's important.
Sorry, what was that?
He suicided himself with a red scarf.
Yeah.
In the
That
bathroom,
means
from
something.
what I remember.
Yeah, it means he was assassinated.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Assassins
Then,
only use red scarves?
No.
To like make
It's
sure
more
that
particular than that.
Just make sure that people
Look,
like
it's
you know.
it's more particular, but it's
People in
above
the
my
bunker.
pay grade.
Hey,
I'm not
what
gonna
scarf did you
get
use?
into it.
Fuck.
I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into it.
All right. Well, I had no idea that he was killed. Yeah, he got too deep. with
I mean, he was
eating
going all over the
food.
place, parts unknown, and
Parts unknown. Yeah, too unknown, I guess.
he didn't have a reservation anywhere. He was just you piss off the wrong person.
No ticket.
Good pull. Good pull.
Nice.
He was a real alien in a foreign country.
Speaking of aliens in foreign countries,
There it is. There it is.
Thank you.
Tonight we watched 1985's Biohazard. I don't know how many movies we've seen that have a B in the title, but this is one.
A B off the top.
A B. I don't want to hit the button right now. This is a Fred Olin Ray film. Like I said, 1985, starring Aldo Ray. I'm assuming is related to the director, and Angelique Pettyjohn, not to be confused with Petty Justin. And then some other William Fair, David O'Hara, some other folks. This is
It's an alien rip.
yeah, it's like an
I
alien.
don't know if it's an alien rip.
Totally.
I feel like it's an independently drawn up idea.
Well, there was
It's like if Alien were on Earth and not on a very small spaceship.
well, which is much cheaper.
Correct.
Yeah.
They had decent sets.
But what it does is eliminates a lot of tension. Right? Because when you're on the spaceship, when you're on the what is it?
You could just run away.
The not Somo.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah, you're the alien can be anywhere, but yeah, when you're out in the countryside of Nevada or wherever they are, you're just like, I don't know.
They tried to replicate some of those shots though, like some of those dark,
totally.
like garage
Yeah.
shots with it hanging out.
Face huggers,
There's
and
face-
chest
yeah.
bursters ish.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, what's that wrestling doll that Justin has? It's like a Hulk Hogan, but like what Pillow Pals or some shit.
Oh, yeah.
What is that called?
Yeah,
It's like a
I don't know.
stuffed Hulk
Slam
Hogan.
Buddy or something.
It's
Yeah, something like that.
yeah, it's like that.
Something like that.
It's Alien, but that. Like if they changed the alien into a stuffed animal, that's what the creature looks like.
He looked like Mana from or Manta from Aquaman,
Yeah,
Mm.
but
Mm.
made out of
but like
habit.
soft.
Yeah.
Yeah, the material looked
Cheap.
like fabric, not like rubber.
Yeah, it was not impressive.
It is funny to me that JD is talking about a toy from like the 80s, and he's like, the one that the 37-year-old man on our podcast has.
I'm right, gotta make a topical reference so that the fans get it.
When he sleeps in his like office.
What were they called? They were called wrestling buddies.
It's a collectible. Yeah, it's from the 80s, I think, right? Or 90s.
Yeah, I had one from the Mexican Wrestling Federation, the EMLL.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Or maybe it was CMLL, but it was Vampiro.
Oh, nice.
Is it a vampire wrestler?
Yeah, technically. Yeah, some goth dude. Actually, it was like this Canadian guy who moved to Mexico and became a luchador. And like he spoke Spanish. So it worked.
My barber's
Anyway.
grandfather was a luchador.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah,
Wow.
in Monterey. Yeah.
What was his name?
Monterrey?
I don't remember his name. I'll ask her.
You should
next
find
time I
out
see
and
her.
get his mask.
She has a couple of his masks. It was like passed down to the family as he got older.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a very tiny person.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 foot.
Maybe less than that.
4 or 5.
It looked like a child in a lot of
Yeah,
shots.
it's definitely a small person in a suit, I think, because hiring a child to do this would be absurd.
Yeah.
Could have been his
But
teenage son.
it doesn't come off that way initially, or it didn't. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's not revealed until later that it's a small
Guy in a suit running
Creature.
around.
Because the first thing we see is that stuffed tail, right? Just like hanging next to one of the protagonists.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, is
guess
this
to
the
start
part where
from the
we sum up the
beginning.
movie?
Well, I'm going to try to do it fast because you've been
Do
doing
it.
it long, and I prefer just like kind of an aimless conversation.
I love it when you
do it.
you finish quickly.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So like you said last night when I was fucking you. Cut that.
Got that.
Anyway, it opens with a desert scene, deserts and jeeps and like Area 51 stuff, with some relaxed, intriguing music. There is a reference to a research facility in the desert. We get into that research facility where we discover there is old lady Gaga, who is also a psychic.
Old lady.
Who snorted Genitron or some shit when she was a kid and now has psychic abilities, and the government's all there to see what she can do. And she's like, watch out, I'm gonna stare at something while some computers do some shit, and some guy in the desert also is fucking around with some wires. Yeah.
Oh, that was cool.
Nice. That was gnarly.
What happened? Oh, he turned into a skull.
To a baboon
Nice.
skeleton.
Nice.
Wow.
Which makes no sense.
Right.
He wasn't
then-
with her though, right? He was trying to like.
I have no idea what that wire guy meant to anything of this. Regardless, she pulls a box out of nothingness, out of a different dimension, or somewhere in space.
Sure.
She pulls a box out of it. Everybody's like, "Cool box."
We did it. All right.
They're
Lunch?
like, "That's the craziest thing I've ever seen," and I'm like, "It's just like suddenly a box." And also a
statue.
porcelain.
But you forgot the
and a
scene. You
porcelain
forgot the
statue.
scene where they put
God
that box in the back of a
Here we
truck
go.
No, that comes
talked about
next. That comes next.
with Cliff.
We just haven't gotten
Don't
there yet.
forget Cliff.
Okay, sorry. Before the podcast started, I was like, maybe just let me get through the storyline, and maybe it'll go faster.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. It's funny. Okay, she pulls something out of a different dimension. Everybody's amazed by the box. They're like, okay, we need this transferred somewhere. And then little guy alien bursts out of the box, kills the dumb shit watching the box in the back of the truck, and runs into the desert.
15-year-old that they put
Yeah,
in
the
charge of it.
15-year-old fucking, a real dipshit.
Oh, the thing is out.
Just there suddenly.
Okay. The effects.
Oh, that's pretty gnarly. It's basically Ian in the back of the truck.
Aw.
No, I like Ian, but I wouldn't put him in charge of guarding an alien box.
If we're recasting this character,
You
yes.
just dog Ian.
Let's put a 15-year-old in charge of watching the most important thing to human history, pulling a box from space.
We gave him a gun. I mean,
I think Nolan should guard it.
Anyway, there's a young buck guy who's teamed up with psychic Lady Gaga, and they team up to find the alien. This is the best. This is the best they could come up with as far as like a task force.
Yeah, his problem with Coke is that it's not.
He doesn't have any right now.
What
That's
is
not
that?
It only smells.
That looks like.
Might not be very good.
You could say that again.
It's like this random dude who's a good-looking guy, I presume, and this slightly older Lady Gaga type woman in a wig
And a half a bra.
and then they fuck.
There we go. She has a wedding ring on somehow.
She's married to her job.
Oh, it's already out.
Jesus.
That's
All right.
pretty quick. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Ooh.
Those look
Oh.
natural.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Just 'cause it's
almost.
obvious.
almost.
Fuck. They get interrupted by a phone call or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, cuts to a cool guy in a garage, and he gets
Playing with a soldering iron.
Yeah, he's eating Ruffles chips.
Yeah. Everybody's randomly playing with a Phillips head, by the way, too.
Oh yeah.
Like,
He's doing
it's a-
stuff. He's a busy guy.
Yeah.
And he gets eaten up, like literally
Mhm.
up. He dies. So that's our first big kill. Or no, that's the second big kill, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the first one
Yeah.
that's like kind of like horror movie-ish, like kind
Yeah.
of out of the blue. Yeah. He gets eaten up. Then the blonde and the buck go back and meet up with this other guy that's part of the crew that's at the research facility, the half Indian guy or some shit. I don't know.
And
they
Native
have
American to be
They have this box that looks like like a fingerless infinity gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's
a
great.
baby alien pops out. And the
I
baby
call those
alien-
Babelians.
Cut that.
Okay. Babe,
Where are your drops, Adam?
were you
Right.
sexually into that alien?
No,
Anyway,
like baby aliens. I just smush the words together.
that baby alien eats the half Indie or half Native American guy's neck off, which is pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cut to again, some homeless guys eating duck at like a homeless guy barbecue.
Or hearts, or
This is great
And,
barbecue sauce.
Yeah, then
what the fuck is this?
Barbecue sauce, Albert. It's an honor to have you join me here tonight for dinner.
Is this Shakespeare in the Park? What is this?
Albert.
they have a scene there. Alien shows up, scares those homeless guys off. Cut to again, old people driving around in a desert, and they hit the alien, who's I guess running around like a crazy person, not really knowing what to do. He's like in a foreign place. Then they're like, "Oh shit, we hit an alien. We're gonna make a ton of money." But then instead, they drive directly to the house they were at where it killed the other guy. I don't know why.
No, I think they just take it to their house.
They're at their house, but then they show up to that other house where the
Maybe they
crime
were
scene
neighbors.
is.
Yeah, the basement.
Maybe
and
they're
the,
neighbors.
Well,
the
because
other
they're
cop shows
definitely
up.
at their house because they're in there changing to get ready for the newspapers.
Oh,
That's what it was, okay. That's
so they must
weird.
be neighbors or something. Yeah, that's
Because how did the alien get over there?
I guess we are in Area 51 or something, and there's
Sure.
only probably like a row of homes.
Yeah.
The alien gets free, kills a bunch of people, kills the old people. That homeless guy shows up, dumpster diving,
Yep.
and wants to talk. Then the alien shows up and rips up an ET poster.
Yeah.
And then somehow or another, we get underground in like a basement with a military guy from earlier and the young buck guy who's dating the psychic woman. And then there's facehuggers. And then the blonde psychic woman shows up and she rips her skin off to reveal that she actually is an alien. And the movie just really abruptly ends. Oh, shit.
I told y'all those were fake.
Oh. What the fuck?
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Okay, that's my new all-time fear right now. What the fuck?
This can't be real.
And that's exactly why I don't.
It is real, and it's spectacular.
What?
I think that's it.
And that's it.
I think the last line is cut that.
Yeah, like actually, he's like he doesn't even kill her or anything, right?
Because,
he's just like,
no, that's enough. Cut it.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what he
she
said.
reveals that she's an alien, and he's just like, huh, that's enough. Cut. And then,
All guys want are boobs. That's all they want.
Out.
and then we
Yeah.
watch bloopers for 7 minutes.
That
7
was
minutes
great.
of bloopers to kind of, in my opinion, I don't know for sure. When we turned on this movie, it did say this was the director's cut,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and I have a feeling based on, unless the beginning of this movie he was like, you know what we need to add is all the car driving through the desert. Like we need more of that because it does that for like 8 minutes at the
Yeah.
beginning of the film. It's
Yeah.
like people just driving through the desert, barely saying anything. Otherwise, it's like a very, very short movie. I really
Yeah.
think he just added like the clips of him directing, which was madness.
What's inside? Maybe we could get it open. Nobody's opening this. It goes back in the van. It goes into the van untampered.
Do it again.
Nobody's opening.
Do it again.
Nobody is opening anything. This goes in the van.
This is a really
untampered.
strange way to direct.
You don't mean that.
Yes.
It doesn't make the movie look any more fun
No,
at all. It's very tense.
and it's
It's
played
weird.
to this comedy or
Rockabilly
comedic
rock. Yeah.
where it's like hot pink meat herbs.
Well, and it's weird because it's not a comedy film at all.
No.
No,
But even in the
There's,
bloopers, they're
there's
not
wacky
laughing.
characters and stuff, but it's not played as a comedy. But then to have bloopers is very,
comedy. Yeah,
very weird.
Yeah.
It's
very weird.
It's
But I
very
kinda love it.
strange.
I love it because the music doesn't match how pissed off the director is at all the actors.
Something in the van. We're moving out.
You're making a big mistake here. Cut.
Or the film, like the music doesn't match anything.
No,
it
it
matches,
doesn't.
It matches one thing about the film, which is the little tiny alien ripping up the ET poster, which is funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I think that's him saying that he doesn't like Spielberg's E.T.
Yeah,
He's
But there's no way
basically
he could have
talking
put
shit.
that in there.
He's saying your alien movie sucked, mine's good.
or he had like this grand delusion of grandeur. Where he was like, these two things exist in the same universe, and they're gonna fight
Yeah.
one day.
Ooh,
I see a
Well-
sequel.
yeah.
They're about the same height, I think.
Yeah.
So it would be a good match. My money's on Biohazard, though.
Are you saying that E.T. didn't sponsor this movie in some way? Like Amblin produced
I mean,
this
Ruffles and McDonald's definitely sponsored this film.
film? Yeah, they did. Yeah.
That's why I don't
screwdriver.
in my garage.
What is this guy doing?
He's
got a
doing work with
McDonald's.
his Ruffles and McDonald's cup.
This is like Miles Teller. if
I
his
mean,
name
this
was it.
looks like me doing work.
And
He's
his
soldering, I guess?
40 identical boxes behind him.
Those are his Yeezys. Keep them in the box.
He's just saving them to sell at the right time.
Possibly.
Yeah, the guy who dies in the garage.
Incredible.
I want to know his story. Like,
Yeah,
the whole
has
movie.
no-
that's the
He
best.
has no story.
He hasn't. He has some. Like he's got his wife.
His hair looks amazing for just getting
I
out of
was
the bath.
thinking the same thing.
It only took her 2 minutes to do it.
Oh no! I bit my tongue on a joke.
Nice.
Nice. Wow.
That's pretty good.
Did it feel like that?
It was a good scream.
Oh. Well, this is the point in the movie where they just throw 8 or 9 different characters at you that you've never heard of, and you're just going to get to know for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And they just they're like, oh, were you confused before about who the protagonist was? Well, here's like 10 more people doing their bits. Like the old lady in the car just going off. An anthology film? Like, we've met 6 new people.
Speed does?
They never got any ambition. They never go anywhere. You've got a little brain, Jack. Yes, people with little brains.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know.
And don't say yes to me. I hate yes. And yes. People always say yes.
Your brain's all pickled. You got that pickle brain, and speed kills. And it doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are. Speed kills.
And that's another thing. You're breathing wrong, and you're doing
off.
like just crazy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool, really great close-up shots of people driving through the desert in their Jeeps that don't amount to anything, but I like them. I don't know why.
Well, that guy is chewing gum in every single scene. Like it's his thing. He's like, "This is gonna be my thing for this movie."
Right. His name is Riger. Yeah,
Riger. Yeah. And the cars, like it's like a car commercial every time they kind of pull off. They pull to the same angle. It's very, commercial.
Yeah.
Did you go to A&M? Do you like Jimmy Buffett?
Yeah.
You need a Jeep.
Yes to both of those things, but no, I don't.
The wheels were the tires were very clean.
They were very clean.
Yes. Almost like they weren't in the desert.
Very long at all.
Yeah.
Just like 50 feet, and I've got to put it back on the thing. And
It didn't give me hardcore Rat Patrol vibes, that's for sure. Let them eat my dust. Let them eat dust.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dust.
Oh god, yeah, I forgot about that
But
line.
it's such a weird movie because it's like that beginning 10 minutes, right? When they're in the lab and then you've got that doctor who's clearly not on set with anybody else in the film.
Right.
Well, they show him in the
blonde
bloopers.
together.
The bloopers. I think.
He's at least there with one other person. So
He's doing with the blonde one.
In as simple jargon as I can put it, her mental energy will receive and
This guy was already
transmit
struggling.
to this location anything her mind can
See, like
track. Do it again. Shit.
Do it again.
Shit.
In a simple jargon.
Dang, the
In as
director's
simple
pissed.
jargon as I can. What is it again? Please. Got it.
yeah.
But that's it. And that whole thing plays very differently. And they're in this very high-tech thing, and there's a lab, and there's all this crazy psychic shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then they immediately abandon all of that. Like the alien comes up, and then they're just in suburbia.
Yeah, once the alien comes up, it's just like Halloween with an alien, but he's like a small person.
And you're right though. Her psychic abilities are out the window at that point. And at first, in the beginning of the movie, whenever I was like, man, her and Craig Denny would be a great couple.
Craig
but then she flakes
astrologer,
and then she just doesn't even focus on her. Like, at what point do they draw back on she's a psychic? They don't at all.
Yeah,
Craig Denny stayed true.
We already blew the wad, but it
it
is that she is an alien, and it's just called all kind of a game, I guess.
Yeah, who is that person in the beginning? Is it her that says like, well, maybe we shouldn't kill it. It's just a creature, an alien here on Earth. Can you imagine?
Yes.
Was that her?
Yeah.
So was she just an alien lobbyist?
Yes.
That's
basically
she was an alien and a lobbyist. Yes.
Does anyone remember exactly what her little expository line was? Was this like
it was something to the effect
we're here
of
testing?
Yes, we were testing the efficacy of the soldier, which was the little guy.
Yeah.
And the little guy was basically to see how he would react to humans, and it was almost perfect. except it's kind of like Predator in a way.
Yeah, it is
Mostly.
kind of like Predator.
Except Predator is more like game hunting. Like they're not Predator. I don't think is trying to stage an invasion or anything. They're just like, I don't know. Let's just fucking kill
Predators.
They're on Earth to hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the most dangerous game. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe
that's the
Robert
whole
Rodriguez
story
is Predators.
Man, that's what makes.
If anybody's seen that one.
That's the thing I like about Prey. Anyway, that's a different movie.
Yep.
So yeah, it seems like he's kind of the scouting patrol.
This movie also includes Native Americans. So
Where the hell have you been?
Sorry, sir, we got lost.
Hodgson, I asked for you because I was told you had Indian in you, and you knew this area very well.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Haven't been Indian.
All right.
what did he say? Indian?
Yes.
Oh god.
told you
That is very unnecessary.
Oh, right out the gate.
Sorry, there's like a racist.
Yeah.
Does that guy die
throwaway.
or something?
It's a throwaway line.
Does he die?
I don't think that guy dies.
Yeah, I thought he would for sure die after having that line. But
Well,
think he would
that's
be the
for you.
first
That's for you to think.
yeah.
There's some great lines in this movie.
Well, when you do get your finger on it,
Oh, me.
I'm gonna save one for my favorite part. Oh.
Anyways.
Hey,
Including the one he says to that guy.
don't touch that thing. It's a biohazard.
people in this movie touch their faces more than anything I've seen in a long time.
Hey, don't touch that thing. Biohazard.
Hey, that's the name of the movie.
That's the name of the movie.
Why would he touch that thing to begin with?
Wait, what is the CPR? Did you see?
He's got a stethoscope.
He's like, God damn it, I don't remember. I'm just gonna try them all. And that guy we'd never seen before either. He was probably the sound guy, and they're like, "Get in there. We need more people on set."
It becomes,
the Chris Hansen guy
becomes a crime scene, and
no, the dude with the big glasses.
He was the
Hansen?
EMS,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I meant. Yeah.
right?
I guess so. I miss it. They look like just crew members. Like I
The
couldn't
guy
tell.
that's like doing CPR.
yeah, he's doing. He's like, "Get rock, paper, scissors."
Before
You
we
can remember how to do
I
it.
don't know if this is going to interfere with favorite parts, but did anyone have a favorite kill?
Well, I think we've
I think
already
this had some
stated what the
pretty good
favorite kill
kills.
was. I thought some of them were terrible.
Oh yeah, I mean they're kind of
That
awesome.
first one was pretty cool because of the angle and like how it's the first thing you see and it like oozes out of the cheek. Like all the prosthetics looked like you couldn't
Wait,
really
which-
see
Which
Yeah.
one? The
You're
guy
talking
in
about the young kid?
the very
the-
first.
on
Oh yeah,
the
by
Jeep?
the alien. Sorry, yeah, by the Jeep. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that one was good.
I like
that
the one where the
shot.
guy's hanging upside down and his jaws.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
too.
That one was wicked.
I don't. I kind of liked the very. It's not an alien kill, but the very first one, the dude with the power.
Oh, the
lines.
electrocution. Yeah,
And he gets electrocuted and then
Oh,
turns
yeah.
into a
Yeah,
skeleton.
that's what I was going to bring up.
Oh, this is Contact. Okay.
Oh, he was messing with it. Oh, he's got to merge it. He's got to put it together. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Nice. That was gnarly.
What happened? Oh, he turned into a skull.
To a baboon
Nice.
skeleton.
Nice.
Wow.
That one's like really cool, but that character doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's
I know,
it's no
I
part
can't-
of the movie, but
I can't stress enough. He's
It's-
wearing like a spacesuit, right?
Yeah,
so
I-
he doesn't breathe the air.
It's
and
not like a
then-
spacesuit. It's like
it's a radiation suit.
Or
Yeah, it's like a
radiation
hazmat
suit.
something.
Feel like
and
my
then-
new necklace.
Oh wow.
Are you a wrestler now, or
Or a rapper.
chain gang? Apocalypse Now
nice.
was wrapping a chain around his neck, like a
A
literal.
gold chain.
What's the gauge on that chain? Would you say?
Oh, it's pretty gay.
I like how we've moved away from the rim shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess I could replace
There
the
we go.
rim shot.
Yeah. There we go. No, yeah, I liked the electrocution and the neck rippage from the little alien.
Yeah.
That's good. Generally, this movie makes me feel. I wrote down like I feel high watching this because it's so like not the dialogue. Just none of it makes
great
any story-driven sense. It's all just
died.
Like, what are we talking about? What is going on? And then there's even some scenes where it's like the homeless guy being like, "Hey, what you got there?" And then they don't show what he has at all.
And he goes, "Nothing." And he's like, "All right."
It's like a totally different movie at this point.
My advice.
Yeah, I don't know where we are.
Inside. Hey, that's nice. Where'd you find that? Come on, Lisa. Let's
Like,
go.
what is this acting going
what?
on? You know?
What did he have?
Yeah.
That looks nice. Where'd you find that? Hey, well, get out of here.
Yeah, there's like
all the actors feel more alien than the actual alien in this movie.
Yeah.
Based on the dialogue.
Yeah. Deep. And
it's one of those movies. It's one of these movies that we watch where like, yeah, I start questioning reality and shit. I'm like, what?
This movie really did a number on you.
Yeah, it did for a while. I think that thing. My only complaint about it is that the thing at the end with the
woman,
the blooper reel.
Oh,
yeah.
Kind of took me out of it a little bit because I was like, this movie is weird as fuck. And then it shows exactly why it's weird as fuck because the director is like either severely concerned with the film that's running through the camera, which is dollars back in the day, you know.
Yeah.
And he's like getting people, he's like, the actors fuck up their lines a lot.
Yeah.
And he's like, just do it again, quick.
Activity, you know, the real trick,
method acting right there.
you know, the real trick to my culinary ability to that I acquired. You know, the real
This is me.
You know, the real trick to my
Do it again, fucking shit.
Yeah. And then it's just spliced in with rockabilly rockin'.
Yeah, with this
like,
fucking weird comedy song, and it kind of like this whole thing like, yeah, it has me like sitting here questioning reality and like, where the fuck is this? What moon is this person from?
Yeah, it's
and
not
then
a
realizing, oh, it's just a guy under a lot of stress.
Because none of the actors are laughing. The bloopers are supposed to be like, oh, we missed that line, and they're just like,
yeah, it's supposed to be funny, but I'm watching this as someone who's been on, you know, sets and stuff. I'm like, this seems stressful as hell.
Yeah, it's like, say it again, say the line again.
Start again.
It wouldn't even stop. It was like, the alien is from a different planet. Planet? Is it planet? Start again.
I feel like once
Dimension.
when the director starts feeding you lines, it's over. Like that's, and he's definitely doing that in the bloopers. But JD, there was one blooper in which they did laugh, and it was
that's true.
One of the many bloopers where they're making out and the blonde chick is getting her boobs taken out.
It was a boober.
Yeah. And her wig is starting to come off. And they,
her I Dream of Jeannie wig was coming off.
Oh God!
And he's like,
Lady Gaga.
What does the other actor say? He's like, her hair's about to come off.
He's also like not touching her boob. He's like, oh,
well, then that later blooper, he's like right about to suck on her tit, and then they call cut, and then she grabs
his dick. Yeah.
If I would have known you were so hung, I would have called you earlier.
And he's like,
what the fuck is that?
Yeah, gave me too much insight. I think I didn't need to know all that. I just wanted to accept the movie for the weird thing that it is, which I really liked.
I kind of loved the bloopers, honestly.
Yeah,
it also.
I would think I would have watched. I would have liked to have watched them separately. Like I would like to have seen a YouTube or something later,
like a Criterion collection.
Yeah, like it would a featurette or something, and I'd be like, oh, that's funny. I could have had this experience and then that experience separately, but then it was kind of jammed together. I still enjoyed it. It was fun.
I was surprised.
Why exactly?
Like, the waves and crests of this movie, like they really take you somewhere. Like I don't think there's a lull in this. It's just like the main character cuts the movie the psychic lady who's an alien the whole time. We've got, and then this rockabilly rock, and then like sad bloopers, and they get like the director gets more angry as they go. It's just perfect. Like
It's beautiful.
I don't know.
I keep thinking of too many jokes that I can't say. Wow. Just so y'all know, even I have a filter.
Wow.
I've bit my tongue on like so many things.
Okay. That sounds painful.
I thought you literally just
by your tongue.
Let's move on to favorite parts then. Apocalypse, did you have any favorite parts?
Ugh. No, not really.
All right, JD, did you?
Well, I think my issue with this movie is I hate seeing movies that I would write suck. Like I mean, because I mean, not that I would write this, but like I feel like there's a lot of elements that I would like explore topically, and they just, I really feel like they wrote it, had a story going, and I feel like it was consciously flowing. I don't feel like it was something I could be wrong, obviously, but I feel like the writer was just flowing when he wrote it. It could have been the outline or whatever he wrote, but I feel like he got to a point where the plot was too convoluted for him to keep up with, and that makes for that abrupt ending. That is why the ending, if you were to really get picky, you'd see that nothing makes sense in the rest of the movie because the ending is a kind of an afterthought. I think a lot of writers don't have an ending in mind when they start out writing. I think this is one of those.
Yeah, that's fair. Because it is a very abrupt. So no favorite parts for you, Apocalypse?
No.
I think
unprecedented, actually.
I think like favorite parts, elements of the movie I liked were the sets. I liked the lighting and I liked the sets.
Okay. Any particular set?
Yeah. Whenever they were running through the hallways, I don't know if they were supposed to be in some like underground facility or what out in the desert, but I felt like those were pretty cool sets.
Okay. Oh, like at the beginning, you mean? Yeah, those were cool.
Looks like the new Regal, the Marquee.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
They went neon lighting with black walls.
Yeah.
Love
Love
it, actually. Yeah.
Joey, favorite parts?
At the end of the movie, toward the end of the movie, there's a bunch of face huggers flying around, and one of the fake face huggers attacks one of the military guys and kills him, and our young buck guy sees it and is just like, well, that's over. Doesn't like try to pull it off his face or anything, and then starts waltzing out of the basement or whatever. And then a face hugger jumps on his face or like his neck face, and he's like, ah! And he just pulls out his Ruger or whatever and shoots it off. It's like,
no,
oh no, not him. Maybe you should have killed it.
Yeah, see, that's the problem with the world.
oh, nice. See, he's smart for himself.
This guy's starting to bug me.
Worked pretty well. That motherfucker's like, it's almost like he was saying to himself, that motherfucker's dumb as shit. He could have just shot it with his gun.
How did he
falls right off.
And he also,
but then the alien was right behind him.
Yeah, the alien I mean, then the psychic woman shows up and reveals that her breasts are
are actually an alien.
Actually fake.
Yeah.
She's
never would.
That's my least favorite moment.
Transhumanist.
I was so sure they were real.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
Yeah. JD.
Oh boy. I'm glad you saved me for last.
Well, I still have to go.
Oh, sorry. Wow, that was really rude. Really.
Oh, we forgot to ask how Adam was doing.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
Adam. Oh,
Yeah, I had like a whole thing prepared actually. Like I've been looking at apartments this week, and the market has gotten out of control. I don't know if you know this, but like.
so yeah, my favorite part was that one where it's really a weird one, but
Love a good railroading there. Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead with your favorite parts. JD, John Dorian.
Oh god.
Jonathan David?
Yeah. I mean, there's only a few JDs in cinema. There's Brad Pitt from Thelma and Louise, which I wish. And then there's Jack Black playing a closeted gay man in Saving Silverman who falls in love with Arlie Ermy and they run away together. Spoiler alert.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so there's not a lot.
I don't remember him being gay in that movie.
Yeah, well.
Arlie Ermy plays a gay
What if
JD?
What if it was Jonathan Dicklepop?
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 Dicklepop.
Like if you keep touching it, you're a Dicklepop. Like that's
a Dicklepop.
Once you pop, you can't sit up.
It's that old woman was talking about Dicklepops, I think.
Yeah, she was.
Who?
In this
Keep
movie?
drinking
The
and you
pickle.
pickle your brain.
Pickle your brain, and that's another
Is that one of your favorite parts? The old lady?
Don't tell me yes. You know how much I hate when you tell me yes. Don't stop telling me yes.
The director's just like, keep it going, keep rolling on this. This is good.
She's
This is really good. Oh my
She
God,
forgot
she's
to
on
take her
fire.
medicine this morning, and it's fantastic.
So, okay, if I could pick one favorite part, oh man, we saw a lot of cars driving around in roads in this movie. Okay, we saw a lot of left side of the screen to the
You got a good
right
rack
side.
to some ragweed.
This is a Justin Petty edit. We need to show them driving the entire way.
It's more believable.
Until you get to the door closing so you can make a sound edit.
Yes.
But then rack focus to the flowers.
Yeah,
They
it
did
was
it.
almost.
Did you see it? Yeah,
Yes.
right as it happened.
There's some ragweed just
It wasn't right. But yes.
it's just dancing in the wind, and you think, is he gonna rack focus? And then at the last second, just bam, it's in focus, and it was such a
That was
great.
pretty nice.
Wait, that's really your favorite part? That rack to that?
I think that was my favorite part
Dandelion
of
or whatever that
watching
was? I don't
the
remember.
movie with y'all because it was very triumphant. But I don't have a favorite part. I just loved all the random characters, like how the Farrelly brothers used all their friends from like Rhode Island, like just bring them here, just stand over there, like nod your head or something. Like the Coen brothers do something similar. This guy has his own brand of like local theater actors who were like,
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go that far.
well,
but yeah.
they're like searching for lines, and he's running out of film, and the bloopers illustrate how frustrating that was. But
I think
like,
those are all investors.
it's gotta be, but they had a lot of lines. He was like, just say whatever you want. One of the lines was after they this will be my favorite part. After sorry,
Cut
the alien. Yeah, go ahead. Here we go. The alien like kills someone, and they're like trying to figure out what it was, even though none of them were there. And somebody just says, perhaps it has a sophisticated laser weapon of some sort.
Oh, the scientist. Yeah, the scientist said that shit. Oh my God, that was a pretty
for
funny
this
line.
movie, a Trash Academy Award for the scientist guy.
Destroyed me completely. Now it's gone. Escaped. The greatest scientific discovery in history has merely run into the countryside.
That's subjective.
This scientific discovery of yours, Dr. Williams, just killed a man within a matter of seconds.
Perhaps it has a sophisticated laser weapon of some sort.
If I think I'll wait until
For his delivery of lines. So emphatic.
I agree.
He searches for every single one too. So he does that thing where you're not sure and you like stutter a little bit at the beginning of your line, like because you didn't memorize it right. And so I don't know, they didn't have enough time with him, but he was really searching. Like it's just the weirdest collection of random actors that are in this movie, and there's no lull, none.
Yeah. I'll say the homeless dinner was definitely one of my favorite parts. That's one that I wrote down.
Homeless
dinner.
It's
It was
insane dialogue. The dude that shows up with his dog
begging for
ranger.
food.
Like it doesn't. None of it makes sense for any reason.
It doesn't need to be there. It's just
not. Yeah, like it's like JD said. It just cuts to these two homeless dudes grilling something over a trash can, basically.
Yeah.
And the first line is, "This is great barbecue sauce, Albert." And then they just go on and on about their culinary achievements and marinating.
It's the marinade that makes it tasty.
It's fucking weird. And then this random other homeless guy shows up, and his name is Jimmy, and his dog Ranger. And they give him some food, and then he's like, "Oh, this is good meat. Where'd you get it from?" And they're like, "The pond."
Real good.
Oh, we like it.
What?
You all eat like this often? Every chance we get.
It's cheaper than eating out.
Down at the pond. Where'd you get yours?
No shit.
Oh. From what's
and then he vomits, and then they
runs
go away and sees the
that's weird. I don't get the joke. It was pound. Maybe would have been funnier.
Pound would have made
pond.
sense.
Maybe they said
commenting on the
pound.
dog. They're like, "Oh, the dog's well fed." That's interesting.
Right, because the guy
Maybe
gets
they
sick
did
if
say
it's
pound.
dog. Maybe they did.
Maybe the subtitles were bad. Or they
Maybe
were like, "We
we
can't
did
do that
say
take
pound.
again. We're cut. It's done." You know,
Okay,
they
so what happens
went
to
on.
that dog? Did anything happen to that dog?
Well,
I
never
assume
never.
the alien got it.
Right, but they don't.
Oh,
show
yeah,
it.
they don't
just
show that.
looks at
Yeah,
the dog and
it's
then
not
don't do
disclosed.
anything.
It would have been cute if he pet it. Then the bloopers would make more sense.
If the dog was like following the alien around for the rest of the movie, that would have been fucking great.
Yeah.
The little baby alien.
Yeah. And that homeless guy, he eats the meat like it's like he's on a big stage and he's trying to do this huge like motion. He's like,
It's like he's at medieval
where'd you
times.
Yeah.
Medieval times.
Yeah.
So that was one of my favorite parts. My other number one favorite part was the tits out phone call.
Okay, I'm right.
Ooh,
Those look natural.
That's just everything about that situation. Her
When the
bra
robe
was
fall
too
off.
small. Like her bra
Yeah.
she was wearing it appropriately, and her nipples were half showing, and
Yeah.
she's just taking that fucking phone call.
She was pulling a Wilson, you know, the nipple was just right above the fence like that.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's just really weird. I've never seen
Howdy
that
ho,
before.
neighbor.
Yeah.
Howdy, neighbor.
Wrapping up the favorite parts, I guess it is time to move on to the bees.
That's the shit.
Oh, yeah.
I had a kind of medium amount, I suppose. I'll go ahead and roll down my list if anybody has anything else. Opening up, we have a blonde. I did write down a Breen question mark because the doctor, the scientist man, speaks with a little bit of a Breen cadence. A little bit.
Yeah.
We have Bones, the man who turns into a skeleton as he gets electrocuted. We do have blood. We have boobs. We have a literal bag of trash. We have boxes. We have several blue balls. Nobody gets to fuck in this movie. We have blue jeans. We have a bubble bath, and we have a basement.
We had a butt.
Okay,
We
I
had a
want
butt.
to
I guess we had
qualify one of
bullets,
your.
too.
I want to qualify one of your B's.
Go ahead.
Boobs, natural.
Yes. Big naturals.
Big naturals.
The ends.
Bras, perfectly sized. Barbecue sauce.
Oh,
Barbecue sauce.
We had a blazer. At least one. I wrote down booze hounds
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
for our homeless boys.
Homeless boys. Boys come homeless.
And early in the film, I wrote down boys bump. Two guys just bumping into each other in the hallway.
Yeah, they did.
His lines and delivery.
Is that even the same guy?
That looked like a mistake.
Did they recast
wearing a belt. Whoops.
But yeah, it's a little light for what it is, but
Yeah.
some good ones.
And then obviously a biohazard.
Yeah, our buyer
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
We had bug-looking aliens.
Yeah.
Bug-like biohazards.
Yeah.
Sure.
Bug, look, an alien. Anyway. Sorry. Little Toy Story humor for you.
Yeah.
For the heads.
Oh, we did have a severed head.
We did have a severed head. I forgot about
They just find one like
Not
Chucky.
that's a B, but yeah, that was a good one.
Then he kicks it
Honorable
over.
mention, maybe?
The only
Alright.
honorable mention that I thought of was maybe wig, which maybe obvious wig. I don't know. Maybe. Nobody threw a glass, which has been our theme recently.
Yeah, and there weren't any pools from what I remember, or helicopters.
There were pools of blood.
Pools of
There were
blood.
pools of blood.
No. Yeah.
There was some. There was no Pepsi or Coca-Cola.
This was interesting. I don't know if it's a B or what it is, but like clearly fetishy shot of blood on some bunions.
Ew,
But just
gross.
like feet.
Bunions.
They weren't really bunions. They were just like
Gross.
nice. They were okay looking feet.
Oh,
Blood
that
pouring
does
all over
remind
him.
me. Almost, I think it's the shot right after that. She does get a bukkake.
No, that was the editor's fault.
Yeah, true.
Oh no!
How did you get come on? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I wanted the ruffles. Ruffles have ridges.
Oh, from him.
It's a biohazard.
Right.
Yeah, biohazard
He
bukkake.
starts
Wow.
drooling on her.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Biohazard
Well
bukkake.
done,
I'm
Adam.
just writing that down for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice pull.
Biohazard bukkake. Very nice.
We're never going to see that again.
Yeah, alien bukkake. I mean, maybe.
Never say never.
We haven't watched like an
On
alien
Trash
thing
Movie
in a while.
King.
I mean, a lot of this reminded me of like somebody who'd seen Extra and was like, "That's hilarious. We could make something like that," and then like utterly failing even from that alien rib.
Yeah.
in kind of a fantastic way.
Oh, fuck. We have another B. We have
What
a
is
blooper
it?
reel.
Bloopers.
Very rare.
Which is weird because the whole movie was a blooper.
Well, which gets us to how you feel about
Yeah,
this movie.
so Apocalypse. How are you going to rate this film?
So I've been thinking about this. I think I gotta go 2.5.
Okay.
Like pretty neutral, pretty dead center on it.
Interesting. 2.5 bags of trash.
Yes,
Okay.
that is correct.
That is correct.
No. I just
the only reason I know
Sorry, the
Spanish
one
Armada.
thing that we haven't. I was trying to bring it back last week.
That is
Qualifying of what the
correct.
bags of trash look like is the lost art.
Ah,
Only
yeah.
you bring to the podcast, but even you've lost it apparently. So
Who?
You would normally say like it's like 2 bags of like, but the second bag has been ripped open by an alien.
I don't
Filled with
know.
Sega CDs, somebody said.
Okay, I
that
feel
was last
so neutral about this movie that I don't know that I would elaborate.
So maybe
on
it's a 2.5. Very standard white.
I feel like it's two bags filled
Is it-
up,
is it
13
potpourri smell?
gallons.
Here we go.
Two
here we go.
13-gallon bags,
13
and then
gallon bags.
one bag
Mhm.
that the valet trash can pick up because it's only 11 gallons of trash.
Those motherfuckers.
The sons of bitches.
Fetch said that.
Wow.
So 2.5 bags of trash that you had to overpay for. You had to pay $30 a month.
Yeah.
To get taken away,
Yeah.
and you're like, I could have just carried that 15 feet to the garbage chute.
Yeah.
And glad lavender scented.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with the scented bags. It's weird to
No.
me. I want
But
the
I think
unscented.
I would say this film's 2.5 bags of trash for Apocalypse are lavender scented.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Attell has that bit. It's like it just smells like lemons and shit. Like I think that's the whole idea. It's never going to make it smell good.
No.
Like
It's like you put lavender in your trash. Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Great.
It tries.
JD.
Very curious about this.
Man, this is tough, guys.
It's not. It's what's in your heart. You know what it is.
It's a 5.
Wow.
It's a 5 for me.
5 back from JD.
I almost gave it a Breen because the doctor's sort of Breenish.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to leave that alone. It delivered. It was just, yeah, that's where I'm at. 5.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. Joey.
Yeah, it's very trash. I really enjoyed it. But it just lacks a little bit of an insanity factor for me. So I'm gonna give it 4 bags of trash. I think without the blooper reel, it could have, and maybe a couple of weirder things where I felt like the director had something to say with this kind of garbage.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been a 5, could have been into the Breen territory.
Mm-hmm.
It was in that ballpark. I know what you're talking about. I felt it for a little while of this film, but ultimately I think it sits at a 4 for me.
And this is the director's cut. So this is the one he wanted us to see, which is even more insane to me. And that's, I think, what knocks it out of the park for me. But yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you know?
In a weird way, I do enjoy that he wanted us to experience his troubles and mixed with a rockabilly rock song.
Yeah.
Do you think the ending of the other movie doesn't have the main character going, all right, cut it? Do you think it's different? I kind of need to know.
That's a great question.
Probably so. I would.
That's honestly the reason. Okay, let's talk about Mr. No Legs. Mr. No Legs was. I'm sorry. It was like big dick energy from the beginning. He had guns in his wheelchair, and then he's gone. There's a 20-minute car chase. The protagonist is boring, and the villain's not really a villain. It kind of petered out. Right. I had high hopes for that movie, but this, on the other hand, it starts weird and then it builds to weirder and then it gets insane. And then they're like, fuck it, we don't give a shit. And then there's 7 minutes of the director yelling at everybody. It's it just ramps up like crazy.
Yeah, that part's cool.
I'm rating this higher than I did Mr. No Legs. I think it's better, more enjoyable. But I just think what it takes for a Breen.
Yes.
Is what Mr. No Legs could have done because it seems so genuine. Right. Whereas this feels like a guy that's just pissed. He's trying to make something kind of fun, kind of cheesy, B movie kind of thing. But it elevates it to a 4. I was thinking about a 5 for a while, honestly, because of the strange behavior of all the actors on screen is so bizarre to me. And then I hated kind of knowing that it was just him mad, but then it sort of equally was interesting, so it kept it pretty high still.
And the effects were good. The makeup effects were incredible.
The creature effects pretty fun. Yeah, this is a pretty good one. I'm not knocking it by giving it a 4.
Oh, not at all.
No, I hear you.
I don't feel like I'm knocking it by giving it a 2.5.
No, you were just very middle on it. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were just
that's fine too.
Fine. For me, I mean, this thing opens. We didn't talk about this yet. This thing opens with a 2-minute credit sequence that is just a green.
I did forget about this.
A green grid with a giant green X across it on a black background and a heartbeat monitor.
Yep.
2 minutes.
That was some Breen shit.
Hardly any credits too.
I know
it's blank
it's
for a lot
it's
of it.
not enough credits for 2 minutes.
Yeah,
but it fucking works.
Yeah, battle tanks.
Eyes.
No tanks.
Exactly. It hurts your eyes. It hurts like your brain. You're just like, what is happening?
Yeah.
It kind of puts you into this trance, and then you get this insane 5-minute driving sequence through the desert. And then you're in a lab with people that are clearly just reciting lines after a director has told them what the lines are. They're not on set together. The scientist acts like a breen, and then it just
scientist does, yes,
fucking bonkers. You've got like Ian in the back of this fucking thing, and he's I don't know, like Joey, you pointed it out in the movie, I'm pretty sure, but it's like, hang on, you're telling me this psychic broad just like transported this thing from somewhere else in the universe. We don't know what it is, and we're going to put it in the back of this Humvee with this 14-year-old in an AR-15 and just like, I don't know, man, keep an eye on it. Like, it's fucking wild. Of course it breaks out. Of course it kills him. There's like weird casual racism in there. Like it's...
Yeah.
And then when you get to the very end and the blooper reels roll, I can just imagine Fred Olin Ray sitting in the editing bay and just being like, these motherfuckers are going to know how miserable I was. Like, this is a work of art. Like, I love this. Okay. I'm with you, JD. This is 5 bags of trash.
Yes!
It's not quite to the Breen scale, but this is a solid 5 bags of trash.
This movie makes me feel like I'm doing some kind of drug. I don't know.
This
movie's fucking weird.
It does make me feel high. It makes
This movie came from another planet, and I love it.
Yeah, because we were riffing on this earlier, but the bloopers really are like, yeah, you gotta put it down because I'm sorry, line, and then like rockabilly, blues in a pink meat, and then it goes.
I got all dressed up to talk to the newspaper, man.
Yeah. They're going to take my picture. It's great. It's amazing. This man clearly had a vision.
Yeah.
And he hated everyone that stood in the way of that vision.
True.
I think if there had been like a big, broad statement about aliens and the government or something, I would have been like, fuck it.
Yeah.
That
at the beginning, that struggle
for a brain scale kind of thing. I think that's what I was looking for, and maybe it kind of hurt.
They abandoned it a little bit
as an experience. Hurt my experience again, or a little bit rather.
Yeah, but this is fucking incredible. Watch this movie.
It's great.
Yeah, please watch the director's cut. Yeah,
and we mentioned it during the film recording, so I'll just go ahead and say it now. But like, shout out to the Roku channel. That's where this movie is. Yeah. And the transfer is really good quality.
Like, I don't know what it looks like on Freevee or anything else that it's on, but it looks great on the Roku channel for sure.
So shout out to them. They did a great job. And once more, shout out to the Tits Out phone call. Just
bravo.
What a choice. What a decision to like. Oh my god. The way he looks at that gun after he shoots the face hugger, like, this movie's great. This movie's great.
Yeah, I wish I hadn't torn up that ET poster.
I know.
And take out the blooper reel, and I would have been like, "This is beautiful." Those two things, I think, just make it feel like a little bit too much like they're laughing at themselves, and I don't want them to.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to be like, "This is a serious film." When everyone is taking me very seriously, and then it'd be this.
Yeah, because the alien costume is ridiculous too. It's like the least scary part of the movie.
True.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that, but I don't know. They also elevate the rating to me as well, because they're like, this will get them. This will really be a good joke we tell. You know, it's still earnest. Like
Ernest saves Biohazard.
Yep.
So that is 4.125 bags of trash.
Very good.
1985's Biohazard from the Trash Movie Kings. Yeah, seriously, watch this fucking movie. Yeah. And if you haven't already, give us a follow on social media, Trash Movie Kings. Shoot us an email, trashmoviekings@gmail.com. I've been Adam Edwards. Joining me this week, Joseph Graham, JD Karpicki, and Apocalypse Howell back on the pod. Thank you to Southern Star Brewing Company for the beer tonight. It was very, very tasty. Mm-hmm. Thank you to all of y'all for giving up your Thursday nights, Friday mornings. Delicious. Thank you to everybody for listening. If you haven't already, rate us 5 stars on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. We do have some exciting things coming up in the next month or so. We're going to look at like an annual awards show, maybe have some more information next week. But yeah, thank you all for listening, and we will see you next time.